What's up, everyone? I believe that it's pretty much going well in your life, and with all of the ups and downs, facing with all the negative emotions, and pushing myself harder day by day, I am doing fine as well. So, today's video is just going to be a little bit more about motivation, perhaps. Like, why do we work? What is the main purpose of our work? And why do we do? And who do we do for? Like, all of the efforts and all of the hard work we do, who do we really do for? And what is the main push, like the pull motivation for us to do the work? So the main thing behind all of the things are not the push motivation, it's about always the pull motivation. So the motivation is just two parts. In the push motivation, when you just do the work anyway and fuck the happiness and other parts of life. Like, for example, if you just only want the money part but do not serve any other purpose of your life, and just you just focus on the money, or I mean, this is just an example. So you just focus on just one part and neglect any other part of your life, while the pull motivation is what makes the great man. So what is pull motivation? Pull motivation is what really drives your energy, what really makes you feel do the work even if you don't like it. And guess what? It's not the money, the end price. The end price is not money. The end price is different than the push motivation. Whereas in the push motivation, you would be doing all of the efforts or all of the works just for to see yourself happy or to see yourself win, which is not bad, but in the long term you would get bored about it and you would feel terrible about it, because you are doing for your status, you're doing for money. But in pull motivation, you're doing for your family, you're doing for your inner child, you're doing for your parents, you're doing for, like, you are going for the bigger picture here, you're thinking for a bigger picture, and that is what really drives you towards the bigger goal. Because in that way, like, you are now the sole responsible person for all of the person, for all of the people that you are intended to take the responsibility. Even if you do not want to take the responsibility, you are still, you know have chosen, you're still chosen to take the responsibility. And now, because of full motivation, even if you don't feel like doing the work, you have to do it, because you have now the responsibility. Because if you do not do the work, everyone will suffer, everyone will just get suffered and will have to face the consequences of your not doing your work. So what is the pull motivation for yourself? Right now, the pull motivation for you is your future child and your future family. So maybe you have a terrible parents, not in terms of support or anything, but maybe you have terrible parents in terms of economically, or in terms of financial stability. So when a person really believes in push motivation, what he would do, he would just say that fuck every other thing in this world. What I would do right now is just make money for myself and live my life happily for myself, which is good. But this kind of thinking won't get you so far in your life, because this is just a shallow mindset. Whereas in the pull mindset, or in the pull motivation, you would be thinking, for a bigger picture. You would be thinking that maybe I'm neglected from a lot of things. Perhaps it's my financial instability, perhaps my family couldn't help me afford a thing that I needed at my childhood, or I was, let's say, underprivileged from my childhood, the things that I was deprived from my childhood, I would not let it happen for my children, and I would not let it happen for my wife, and I would not let it happen for my parents, because what they have done for me, this is the sole purpose, to lead them a good life, to lead them a perfect life that they have always wished for. That is what pull motivation is. When you adapt the pull motivation, you are working for bigger things. You're working for not only for yourself, but also for the entire bloodline that is depending only for your work. So you are the sole responsible here. If you do the work right now, you will be awarded for your actions, right? So just ask yourself more and more that whether you believe in push motivation or pull motivation. Remember, if you just believe in the push motivation, you are just becoming a narcissist with focusing on himself, which is good. I'm saying that again, that is not bad, but it won't get you far, because you would lose your purpose, you would lose your happiness in the long run. But in the long term, you know that how much your family, your wife, your children, your parents, and your entire family, like your siblings, how much they would matter for you in the long term. So thinking for a bigger picture and doing for all of these people who are having your back even at your hardest times is what gets you far in life. By taking the entire responsibility for this family, you are not just putting yourself ahead, but you are just, becoming the greatest man ever of your bloodline. So do not believe in push motivation. Just do the work for a bigger picture. Just do the work to make your entire bloodline proud, and do what is necessary to work towards your goals, and to serve your family, serve your future, and serve your future children, and everyone surrounding you who has helped your back during your hardest times. Even if they are enemies, you gotta help them when they're in need. That is what pull motivation is. And in the long term, you would not lose your motivation. You would just be another man, who will be written in the history books. So do not lose your confidence on anything. Just believe that you can, because you absolutely can. If you cannot, then nobody in this world cannot. It's up to you, and it's you who got to choose whether you're gonna win or not. Just do not lose the focus and believe in yourself more than anyone else. Do it for your family. Do it for your future. Do it for your future children and wife.